In this video, I'm gonna tell you about the perfect itinerary for 1, 2, or 3 days in Paris. It doesn't matter how many of these days you're staying there, I'm going to tell you about 3 really nice itineraries for you to choose from. I'm only going to stay 1 day, I'm going to tell you which is the main one. I'm going to stay 2 days, choose 2 of these 3. I'm going to stay 3 days, do all 3. But we're going to give you a really nice summary of the main tourist attractions and how to optimize your trip. Which ones are close by, which ones are further away, so you can do everything in 1 day and not waste too much time getting around, and lots of great tips for making the most. So give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and buckle up. Hey guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, the largest travel network in the world. And today we're gonna talk about itineraries for 1, 2, or 3 days in Paris. The quickest and most practical itineraries for those who wanna visit the most visited city in the world in a short space of time and see as much as you can of everything there. Gabriel, but how many days should you stay in Paris? How long is ideal? Guys, it's hard to say how much is the ideal. In my opinion, Paris deserves at least 4 days, 4 full days. Ideally, I think it should be 5 or 6, but you can also make the most of fewer days. If you have fewer days, you just have to choose directly and optimize the itinerary. It's just an opinion, more or less, to try to help you who are sometimes still in doubt about it. You can dedicate much time to Paris and see how much time to dedicate to the other destinations there. It's up to each one. So let's start with Paris. The first day, regardless of how many days you're staying, I think the most important day is the Eiffel Tower. Everyone wants to see the tower, there's no way, and sometimes people put it off until another day and get overly anxious. Let me try to get up there to see it because it's so big. Sometimes you can't see it for certain areas of the city. So in my opinion, on your first day in Paris, you have to kill that anxiety and see the Eiffel Tower. One tip, the best thing is to see it in the afternoon and the evening so that you don't go to the same place 2 or 3 times. Go in the late afternoon, see what time it is getting dark. It varies a lot according to the season, but for example, if it's getting dark at 7 o'clock, 6:30, go there at 5, stay there, observe. We'll give you lots of cool tips, and at night you can see it all lit up, which is also beautiful. For this day, your first day in Paris, I think you should take a trip along the river Seine. It's the main river there in France. It practically cuts Paris in half, and the great thing about it is it's cheap. It's super pleasant, it's super beautiful, and you can already see the city. In your head, you say, there's the Eiffel Tower, there's Notre Cathedral, there's the Arc de Triomphe. You already create this map of the city of Paris in your head, and it's a very pleasant walk to do. It's super easy, super simple. Then you walk around, you go down, you're near the Eiffel Tower, and then at the Eiffel Tower, here are some important tips. You can go up to the second floor, and all the way to the top. There are several options. We've been up all of them. It's really nice, but if you're on a tight budget, you're looking to save money, I think the second floor is perfect. If you can and you want to buy the top one there, then you can buy it at the time you've been up there, the part of the tower. But the most beautiful thing about the tower, in our opinion, is that you can see it from the outside and from a distance, because sometimes people want to stand underneath and take pictures, and then the pictures don't look so good. You see those very large irons. Now if you see it from further away, it's much more beautiful. A nice tip, go to the Trocadéru, put Trocadéru on Google Maps. It's an area with a staircase, a high area in front of the tower, but right in front of it, there's the whole park in front of the tower, and it's far away. From there, you get the most beautiful pictures of all. There's even a good restaurant there, like Café de L'Homme, of house, and it has a beautiful view. I think it's nice that having dinner in the Eiffel Tower itself, try to go for brunch in the afternoon, make a reservation. It's an incredible view because the Eiffel Tower has 2 restaurants. I don't think it's worth it. We've been to the second floor and it wasn't that nice. It's more popular, let's put it that way. The second one's more chic, it was a nicer experience, but I'd much rather go to that other restaurant, which was incredible and the view is really beautiful. To go up the Eiffel Tower, you have to buy tickets. For God's sake, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, and almost all the other tours, you'll see queues of people who didn't buy them online. That's a fact. Just Google it, queue Louvre Museum, queue Eiffel Tower, you'll see. So buy in advance. It saves us a lot of time. We go straight and it's cheaper. Buy in advance, it's much cheaper. If you want, I'll leave a link to one of our pages below in the description of the video, which has all the links organized, where to buy the cheapest tickets, tours and excursions. In other currencies, you don't pay tax. And it's a very good giant company. The hotels we've stayed in, highly rated, cheap, good value. The travel SIM card, which one we use, which one's the best. The travel insurance that's mandatory for Europe, a comparator that finds insurance at half the price you'd find elsewhere, a global digital account so you can take your euros with you to Europe, much cheaper than using a traditional credit card. In short, there are several websites for you to organize your entire trip and save a lot of money, and this link already contains all the discounting links with promotions. So use this page, it will help you a lot to plan your trip and save a lot. You will see, compared to the other places, you will see that the prices really are very good and you will pay cheaper, and of course you can avoid all the queues for the most popular tours. Now we're off to our second day in Paris. The second day will be busier. The first day is a bit lighter, so you can enjoy the vibe of France, Paris, eat, go to a cafe, have dinner, see the tower, walk around, take some pictures. The second day is for getting to know a lot. So the second day always starts, in our opinion, with Notre Dame Cathedral. But it's closed because of the fire. See if it's open when you go. But even if it isn't, I think it's nice to go and see it from the outside. It's beautiful. The area is beautiful and you can start your tour from there. Nearby, you'll find the Pont des Arts, which is a very beautiful, iconic bridge in Paris. As you walk along, you come to another beautiful church, the Sainte Chapelle. Sainte Chapelle, I'm not sure how it sounds in French. It's not as big or as iconic as Notre Dame Cathedral, but it's very nice too. And then you'll be at the mouth of the Louvre Museum, the largest museum in the world. You will need a lot of time to get to know it. Prepare yourself, it's really gigantic. How long do I need to visit the entire Louvre Museum? Experts say it takes at least 20 days. So focus on the areas you like best. Of course, you see it more quickly, you don't have to analyze every work, but there's everything. It's an incredible museum, you have to go. And about the tickets, you need a ticket. An extra tip, the main entrance, which is in that glass pyramid, that's the most famous of all, is where people go on foot, arrive, it's very big. There's another one that's hidden away in the Louvre Carousel. Those arriving by metro can get there. It's a much emptier entrance and it will save you at least 30 minutes of travel time, and it's really amazing. I think you should go there because it's really a beautiful place. And guys, any questions you may have, just let me know and I'll try to help. Right now we're getting a lot of messages, but I'm focusing here because I really like helping, so I'm doing my best to answer everyone. Anyone who wants to, even faster than here on YouTube, can add me on Instagram @PaiLorenzi and then send me a direct message and I'll try to respond even faster. Over there, the dynamics are a little faster. I send an audio, I can respond more quickly, and take the opportunity to follow me there to see all the trips we make, our life here in the United States. Speaking of which, we have a project, a very cool new channel that we made about our family called Lorenzi Family. If you can, watch it, give us a like, subscribe, it's really cool. We're showing all of our life here in the United States. We moved it to Orlando for $2, me, Livia, Clarinha, and Laurinha. We're showing the Disney parks where we live, 15 minutes from the parks, all the other amusement parks, the beaches, the cities, the whole world, because we keep traveling everywhere. So we've got some really cool content. So if you like it, give us a like, follow us there, and watch it. I think you're gonna love it. And then you leave the Louvre and stay there for 3 or 4 hours because you can't stay there for that long unless you like artwork. Then you dedicate a whole day to the Louvre, but most ordinary tourists end up spending 4 or 5 hours there. It will still be late if you've woken up early. So a good tip is to go on ahead because there's a park, some very nice gardens at the Louvre, and then you stop for a rest in the Tuileries Garden. I'm not sure how to pronounce it in French. This is one of the most beautiful gardens in France. You can walk around, take pictures, it's very nice. And now I'm going to give you two options. If you're still in the mood, because the Louvre Museum is big, it depends on how long you're staying there, you can still walk along the Champs-Élysées, which is the main avenue in Paris and has beautiful stores, popular stores like Zara, H&M for you to shop. It's the most iconic avenue in Paris. You can go straight on and you come to it after the square, this garden, you can walk there and get to know the Arc de Triomphe. You can do it at night, it's a beautiful street, it's super cool, but if you're tired, you can put it off until the next day, until the third day of your trip. It's up to you, but you can do it. If you're up for it, you can keep going and do it all on the second day. Of course, it's going to depend if you have the time, if you're tired, but you have many places to go, many beautiful places, so you can go straight from their garden. It's good. And on the third day in Paris, I'm going to give you a slightly different tip from what everyone else gives. They give some more tourist attractions, museums that are nice in Paris, but there are two tours that I think you could include there. One or the other. If you're passionate about Disney, have never been to Disney and have the dream, there's Disney Paris, there's the Disneyland Park, and there's the Walt Disney Studios Park, which is really cool. I recommend Disneyland the most, which is the main one with the castle. It's 45 minutes from Paris, so if it's your dream, if you want to go, I think it's worth it. If you haven't yet come to Orlando, to the United States, or even those who have and love Disney, it's really nice, really cool. There's a subway, there's a transfer, it's super close. There's this website for tickets, it's the cheapest of all. We always buy our tickets there. Check it out, everything is ready, it's a nice ride. And if you don't like Disney, you don't want to include Disney in your itinerary, the Palace of Versailles, do the round trip to the palace there. In my opinion, it was one of the most beautiful tours in the whole of Europe. It's sensational, it's very beautiful, and it's very close by. It's an hour's drive, you get there. There's a ready-made tour with a guide and everyone explains it to you. There's also this tour on the website I told you about. We did it. They pick you up from your hotel, take you there. It's super comfortable. The place is wonderful. From the photos and videos, you can already get a sense of it. So it's really, really an amazing experience, guys. So you decide what it's better for you. If you like Disney, go to Disney. If not, go to Versailles. And that's it, guys. It's a bit of a rush, but you can do it. I'm now going to make videos of more days, itineraries of 5 to 7 days at Disney. No, Disney, it's just that I have Disney on my mind all the time, for God's sake. In Paris, 5 to 7 days in Paris. And we're also going to do many mixed itineraries, Paris with Lisbon, Paris with Italy, several itineraries that you can mix destination in Europe. It's going to be very cool. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And don't forget to check out the other videos that will appear here, which will really help you plan your trip to Paris and the whole of Europe, guys. So thank you very much and have nice trips.